feel like I'm always super close. We're gonna be snacking during making this video because the girl's hungry, and that's okay. We all need to eat. Hi guys, we are back again with another video. I feel like I was wearing the same thing that I was wearing the first video. Well, the previous video that I did. I just really like my hair slicked back and plain black t-shirts. So today's video is going to be a little bit more for like people trying to transition into veganism or new beginners to veganism, and it is all about, I have five tips on how to stick to a vegan diet. Many of you might be like, oh, why are you giving tips on this? It's kind of straightforward. You would think so, but I know a lot of people that have tried veganism for like a few months but stopped for whatever reason is their personal choice. So I just decided to give you guys a little bit of tips on how I stayed vegan. So these are the tips and tricks that I did to stay on a vegan diet. Vegan lifestyle, because I feel like diet sounds way too restricting and I don't like dieting. So the first tip that I have is whenever cooking meals or eating out or whatever you decide to do, is to eat a variety of different foods. So what I mean by that, getting into a little bit of an example, I feel like when people start to become vegan, or your family members or your friends hear that you're becoming vegan, a lot of them think that all you eat is grass or salads daily, and I feel like that is a big factor on why a lot of people don't turn to veganism, or they kind of get off a vegan lifestyle, is because they don't know that they don't only have to eat salads, that there's so much different varieties of vegan foods out there. So what I would recommend for anyone starting out on their vegan lifestyle is to incorporate a lot of fiber into the different foods that they're eating every day. Fiber could be like bread, it could be legumes, chickpeas, lentils. Incorporate different leafy greens such as kale, chard, watercress, and to always eat from the rainbow. So every meal that I have, I try to incorporate the two things that I said before, and I also try to incorporate different type, as I said before, eating from the rainbow, so different types of colors. So like kale, red bell peppers, sweet potatoes. And I feel like when you incorporate different varieties of food groups, eating vegan is more fun, and it's more accessible, because I feel like when you only restrict yourself to eating certain things like salads, for example, because everyone in the world thinks that vegans only eat salads, then the vegan lifestyle seems to be boring to you, or you just don't want to continue it because it doesn't satisfy you or fill you up. So definitely incorporate different types of food groups, different types of vegetables and fruits into your diet, and I guarantee you that would change your perspective on a vegan diet or a vegan lifestyle in general. Okay, so the second tip that I have is to incorporate a lot of whole grains. So for me personally, I've been gluten-free for about 5 to 6 months now, but before I was gluten-free, all I would eat was whole wheat pasta, or like anything whole wheat. When I started my vegan journey, I stopped eating white bread, white pasta, anything that was very heavy and had a little bit of fiber in it. So I switched from eating, again, like white pasta, white bread, to more like whole grain pastas, whole grain breads and stuff, and whole grain rice as well. I would say to incorporate a lot of whole grains, because whole grains can not only have a lot of fiber, but they fill you up more. Whenever I would eat like white rice or anything like that, it would make me feel really bloated and heavy. And I feel like eating stuff with so much like heavy starches in it can cause, for me personally, it caused bloatness. I feel like every video I say a word that I don't know. I think bloatness is fine. Bloatness and inflammation, and it just did not sit well in my stomach. So that's why I crossed over the first 2 whole grains and then to a gluten-free diet. So the third tip that I have, and this is definitely something that I always have to watch out for and make sure that I'm eating in every meal, is to eat your iron. I know a lot of people take supplements. I take supplements as well if I know that I'm not getting enough iron in the foods that I eat. But I do tend to do a pretty good job of incorporating iron-rich foods such as dark leafy greens or legumes into everything that I eat. Legumes, dark leafy greens don't only contain fiber in them, but they also contain iron, especially dark leafy greens. So I always eat kale, I always eat chard, I always eat watercress, whether it be in a salad or if I cook it into stir fries or different meals, Buddha bowls, whatever. Dark leafy greens can be incorporated in so many different things. And I know with vegan diets, a lot of people are concerned with how are they going to get their iron, because, you know, our meats, our fishes, and I don't know if dairy products have them, but I know our meat and fish that we eat contain a lot of iron in them. So I feel like that's another big factor of why people don't convert to a vegan lifestyle, is because they're scared that their iron levels are going to decrease. But I guarantee you that there are a lot of vegetables and fruits that contain iron-rich nutrients in them. So I would just say educate yourself on them, talk to doctors, talk to nutritionists, and you should be fine. So, I'm sorry, I'm eating. So my fourth tip is to, whether you talk to a nutritionist or whatever, is to find plant-based protein sources. I feel like, well, from my experience, I feel like it's so much guys that are like, oh, where are you gonna get your protein from? Okay, you sound annoying. You sound dumb. Because there's so much food in the world that doesn't contribute to animal cruelty that you can be eating. Tempeh has a lot of protein in it. Tofu has a lot of protein in it. Again, legumes have so much protein in them. If you still want to stick to like plant-based chicken or sausages, they have a lot of protein in them as well. Again, this is a big misconception and a big factor as to why people don't convert to vegan lifestyle, is they don't know where to get their protein from. I feel like this has a lot to do with miseducation. Whoa, I know miseducation is not a word. Lack of education, you know, I know for me it was, because when I first started out, I know I definitely was not getting the protein that I needed to not only, you know, fill me up, make me feel full, but the protein that I needed, you know, for my body type and stuff like that. So I definitely had to educate myself throughout the years on the right grams of protein that I needed for my body, and the different types of protein that a plant-based diet provided for me. I'm definitely more educated now with being 4 years vegan, but I would definitely say for anyone that is starting out, do your research, because, you know, the internet is a great thing nowadays. Do your research, look up different articles, look up different YouTubers or different YouTubers, different Instagram influencers, because there's so much content out there on different types of vegan protein that you definitely should not be saying where you're getting your protein from to a vegan in 2018. So the last tip that I have is that Asian markets are your best friend. Wow. Yeah, sorry, I dropped the phone. With Asian markets, they sell a lot of foreign fruits and vegetables that you don't regularly see in like a No Frills or a Walmart. In the market that I go to, I feel like this is crooked. The market that I go to is called Nations, located near Erin Mills. They have so much stuff, guys, when I tell you, and it's always like discounted, or like get like this honeydew melon. It's not even a honeydew melon. It's called something completely different that I've never heard of before, and it's like 2 for $5. You can get burdock roots, aloe vera, like the actual big leaf of aloe vera. They have bananas with seeds in them. They also have different types of mangoes. A lot of deals, like again 3 for $5 with the mangoes, or $1.59 a pound for pears, and you can get a lot of pears for that price. So Asian markets are definitely going to be your best friend, because they offer you not only great value on different types of fruits and vegetables that you've never heard of before, but different types of foreign foods that you can try. And they just offer so much stuff. So I would definitely recommend to buddy up with an Asian market near you, if you have one. Hopefully you do, and just shop there, because honestly it's 10 times cheaper than shopping at your local supermarket. I guarantee you that, because I can vouch for that. And yeah, so those are my 5 simple tips and tricks on how to maintain and stick to a vegan diet. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. I'm also gonna link my Facebook page down below. It's called Viva La Vegan. I do recipes, vegan articles, a lot of stuff like that. And I'm also gonna link my mugs. They like have cute vegan sayings on them, like almond milk. We did one, support your local farmers. I'm gonna try to do one like Christmas themed, so check that out below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have an amazing day.